Hey, this is Steve from Sobrick Coaching, and we're going to look at creating Facebook pages. So why do you need a Facebook page? So you might have a new business, or you might have a current business but have no real online presence. So ideal online presence would be a Facebook page. So what's good about a Facebook page? Well, it's simple, it's easy, it's free, and you also can basically manage it really easily. So a Facebook page can also be a new contact and inquiry platform. This means that people not only will contact you via phone, via email, through your website, but also they will be able to contact you via Facebook and also Messenger. This isn't a case of that somebody's going to contact you all hours a day. It just means that they can send you a message and they'll expect a message back from you within business hours. Also, having a Facebook page on a social network can also make your business look more recognizable as a professional business. Once you have set up your Facebook page, this also gives you really powerful analytics on the performance of your Facebook page. So you can see what works when you post things, post images, post text, videos, etc. So how do you go about getting the Facebook page? Well, there's a few things you need first of all. First of all, you need a Facebook profile. Without a Facebook profile, you can't develop a Facebook page. Some people use other people to create a Facebook page for them, but more often than not, it's a lot more powerful if you, the person running the business, has actually got a Facebook profile. I would say you need a nice recognizable logo as well. These sort of things can be either developed by a designer or from a website like Fiverr, or one of these sort of things, just to create a small little logo which is recognizable across your whole business. Having your logo on your Facebook page will also make it more professional and make everything consistent across your branding wherever you use it. Images, the old adage, an image is worth 1,000 words, and it is. An image can throw so much out there and give people an idea of what you're looking for and what they may be looking for out of you. But you've got to be careful. But above everything, try and use your own imagery, your own projects, your own things which you're trying to sell. That will be the most powerful way to get your message across. But I know some businesses find it difficult in the first stages, and it might be a case of you're trying to tell a story but you don't have the imagery to do that. So why not try stock imagery? This can become quite expensive, so going to a Shutterstock account or using an Adobe stock account, it does take a bit of money, but you'll get good professional and relevant photography from those. There are free versions of this, so there's platforms like Upsplash, which is really handy, and I'll pop that down in the comments section below so you'll be able to see these links. Also, you can use Google, but just please be aware of copyright, because you can't just copy something from Google, put it on your Facebook page and expect it to work. One, the content's not going to be relevant. It's already repeated somewhere else on the internet. And also somebody might want to sort of drag you into a copyright strike on that imagery. Always, when you're looking at imagery from Google, try and click on the tools area and go to the Commons license. That means anything that's within that area, it will say Creative Commons license, so you'll be able to use it. You might not get such a great expanse of imagery, but it's still worth it. Above all, you're going to need a device. So you can use a Facebook page with a mobile device like a mobile, a phone, a tablet, or you can use it with a desktop device like a laptop or a PC. Finally on this, you need to lose the fear. Don't be scared to post things on Facebook. I know people think that there's lots of keyboard warriors out there who are just going to disagree with everything that goes on your Facebook page, but please lose the fear and get in there, start posting content and just watch how people react to your business. So I know I said an image is worth 1,000 words, but it means you still need words. Just pushing an image out there is not going to get you any interaction from your potential customers or potential engagers. You need to be able to explain that image and what it's representing and how it can help the person looking. you know, I've seen so many posts out there where somebody's just posted an image, beautiful image, really, really nice, but it doesn't say a thing. You need to have imagery with text in a post. So what sort of text? So I normally use sort of 3 areas for that text. So first of all, number 1, it needs to show what you did, or it needs to show what you have. Second of all, you then need to show how this is going to help the person watching. And third, really important, you need either a link to your website or contact details within that post. So somebody doesn't have to go back, have a look at the page, try and find a phone number, try and find an email address. It's there, ready and waiting. When creating text on a post, I always try and keep it a minimum of 3 sentences of text or 3 lines of text. Each of these lines of text is spaced to ensure that we enact that see more link within the post. Also with your posts, something which can be really, really powerful is hashtags. Now we've seen hashtags forever. Hashtags are great because it basically links you in with other posts around Facebook which have a similar theme. So somebody might be on there looking for bookcases and you've put on there hashtag bookcases. So there might be another 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, even 100,000 posts on Facebook with bookcases. But it means you're going to be linked in with those posts, and it means that your reach is going to be further ahead than most people's because you've put that hashtag in there. I'm quite strange in what I do when I do these sorts of things. I always like to have not an even number, an odd number. So I normally either like to put 3 hashtags or 5 hashtags. Don't know why. It just seems to work. Okay. Normally with Facebook, you can actually put in a hashtag, start typing the word, and it will start coming up and saying the hashtag that it sort of pretty much matches. And you can see within that hashtag how many posts have actually gone before with that hashtag. And you can get an idea of how much reach you might actually be able to get. Another one, links, okay? If you're shouting about your business and have a website, shout about your website as well. Sometimes it's quite easy because you can pop your website link within your Facebook page and it will pull up a picture of your website, which is great. So always put the link to your website. Or if you're trying to push a video, put a link in there to the video. Maybe it's on YouTube, maybe it's on TikTok. Put the link in there. Any links, it all makes that post much, much, much more powerful. Above all, when constructing posts, always make contacting you really, really easy. Okay. Like I said before, include email addresses, include phone numbers, everything you can get to basically make sure that that person trying to engage with your post can get hold of you. So we now come on to like the 4th area that we've just been talking about, and this is engagement. So general page engagement we see as likes and comments, okay? And this is pretty much standard across most social media. So likes and comments are great. These make your post more powerful and ensure that it's there longer for people to see. Also, make sure you're sharing your posts from your page. When you just start out, you may only have 5 or 10 people following your page. If you're constantly just posting to your page, those 5 or 10 people will be the only people that will ever see that page. Okay, so what you need to do is once you've posted it to your page, go back as your profile name or as the page and go and share it somewhere nice and powerful. So sharing is a completely separate topic. Sharing on Facebook is huge. You have groups out there. In your local area, there will be groups. These may be specific groups to your town. These may be specific groups to what you offer. But anyhow, any of those groups, if you post from your page to those groups, it's going to expand your reach exponentially. So you may go from 2, 3 people liking a post to maybe 20, 30, 40 people liking your post. The way that I do it is I create a post using all the things I've just said about using things like your 3 sentences, spacing it out, putting a link in there, putting an image in there, using hashtags. But later on, once I've posted it on my page, I will go back as my profile and I'll actually share it to my profile saying, hey, take a look at this page, they're doing this. That immediately shares that reach out to all the friends within my friends list. Now, some people will just glaze over it, glance over it. I've got no issues with doing this on my website page, not my website, my Facebook page, but some people will. So the other thing is, don't just share it to your profile, share it to a group. So some groups I've seen for local towns can go up to 30, 40, 50,000 people within a group. Now this is epic. These people need to know about your business. So why not join that group? When you're joining these groups, look out for groups that say no advertisements. If that's the case, there's no point in actually posting anything to those groups, you'll get kicked off them. So looking for a group, those ones that will accept adverts, and also those ones that are quite meaty. So I would say a few thousand upwards is a good group. If you've got a group and find a group which is specific to what you're offering and there's only a few hundred people in there, they are going to get extremely bored with your content very, very, very quickly if you're posting 2, 3, 4 times a week. I would say if you're going to share to a group, only share to a group probably a couple of times a week at the most. This ensures that your posts aren't constant. So you don't have 5 posts, 1 for each day of the week, sort of constantly up there. If anything, they're going to get ignored, okay? And eventually the moderators of the group will decide, you know what, all you're doing is posting adverts, we're going to kick you out. So keep to the rules of the groups, but they are super, super powerful, so use them. So yeah, group rules, big thing. Also group relevance. There's no point in posting about windows and doors if the group is about canal boats and rivers. You know, who's going to want windows and doors on it? Well, they might need windows and doors, but if they're wearing windows and doors for a house and they're for a narrowboat, then obviously it's not going to work, is it? So make sure it's relevant, the group you're actually posting to. Don't try and beat the whole country in regards to your company and your Facebook post. Try and keep local. Try and keep within your area. You can expand that area later on, but keep within your area, you'll get more engagement. So you're going to get additional engagement as well. Facebook also owns WhatsApp, and even WhatsApp's new security features in their messaging system is now part of Messenger as well. Within a Facebook page, you can create a WhatsApp button. This is incredibly powerful if you've got WhatsApp and you want to use WhatsApp for your business. It means somebody can press a button on your page and that button will take them directly to WhatsApp. And there you go. You can message between each other through WhatsApp. Fantastic for business. Also Messenger's there as well. So Messenger can be used. I tend to use, it's a strange one. I tend to use WhatsApp very much business-wise, and I tend to use Messenger more personally. So the final thing with engagement, ads. So yes, this is where you can pay to go out there, okay? It's not required constantly. So when you initially go into ads, you'll get a post and the post is possibly performing really well. So why not boost that post, it will say. This post is doing really well, why don't you boost it? Good idea. You've got lots of engagement on this post. Why not extend that engagement? Go a bit further afield. Now, a couple of things to think about here. Do you want to go further afield? Yep, possibly. When I say further afield, it's not necessarily further in distance. It may be a case you're going to hit a different age group, or you're going to hit people that you don't even follow, or people that don't even sort of connect with you, which will be quite good. But some people forget you don't have to pay the amount of money they say on the ad. Now, as a rule, I tend to only pay a small amount. If it's something I want to push, then I will put £1 per day on it. It's amazing, £1 per day. If you're getting good engagement from a post and you go and put £1 per day for a couple of weeks, that's £14. Not a lot of money, but you're going to get some better engagement from that. People will know what you're offering. People will know who to come to when something comes up. So have a go with it. I would say there's no hard and fast rule with ads. Yes, it will give you more engagement. Yes, it will push you out to more people. But at the end of the day, don't be disappointed if it doesn't work. There's no specific magic ingredient to this. So that brings me on to my final part for this. So my final part is growth. So from this Facebook page, I would say growth from that page every week, post at least twice, okay? This will give you a decent amount of content each week, gives you a decent amount of space for people to engage, get in contact with you, react to things within these posts. After these 2 weeks, after these 2 posts per week, I would then have a look to see what's been going on, see what's actually been achieved from these posts, have a look at the analytics within Facebook, and then that will then give you the idea of what you need to be posting later on. So what you need to be posting in the future. If you've got a project coming up, is that something that's going to be post worthy? Yeah. You don't want to be posting the same thing day after day after day after day. You want to mix it up. One thing that I tend to do is I tend to use a bit of a calendar. So think about throughout the year. You've got your celebrations, you've got your Halloween, you've got your bonfire night, you've got your Christmas, you've got birthdays, you've got Valentine's Day, lots of things. These are areas you can focus your content on. Okay, summer holidays, winter's coming, those sorts of things. Focus your content on those things, and it basically gets you almost in the back pocket of the people that you're trying to get into, because they're already thinking about, oh, it's the leaves are changing on the trees, it's looking very sort of autumny. Well, start posting things about autumn. Also, doing these posts is going to give you a much better web presence. So that sort of thing is only good for a small business. Make sure you're linking back to all your other channels. So if you have a website, always link back to your website. If you've got a YouTube channel, link back to your YouTube channel as often as you can. Mix it up, make sure people are managing to get to all your channels, because at the end of the day, Facebook pages may not be the be all and end all of what you need. Already mentioned before, part of the Meta family, which is Facebook. So Meta now owns Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Threads, and I'm sure they own a lot more other things. But those are the 4 main things they promote and that they run. So it's worth trying to touch on all of those areas because they link together so well, and you want to try and make sure that the link between all of those is really, really constant and consistent. So within my creative roles, I tend to blog. And now blogging can be as complicated or as easy as you want it to be. You can sit down for a few hours and write a blog about something which is really, really meaningful to you. Or you can think to yourself, that looks interesting. I'm going to go and find an AI app to write me a blog. It's as simple as that. You could go to an AI app like ChatGPT. You could type in, write me a blog on, I don't know, merino wool socks. And it will come back with a blog. All that I say is, rather than taking that information and putting it directly into a blog, you know, try and rewrite it, try and sort of mix it up a bit. So what's the relevance of blogs and Facebook pages? Right, so if you've got a website, try and make sure there's a blog on there. And if you've got a blog, publish that blog to your Facebook page. So every time you do a blog, make sure you share it to your Facebook page. This gives content, not just the Facebook pages, but also to Google as well. You've got a blog, Google will look at that as news. So if you're sharing that to Facebook and then it's coming back to your website, you're almost getting that little spider effect. You've done one thing and it's reaching out its tentacles to all different places and its legs to all different places. So blogs are really powerful. A lot of people pick up a blog, have a read. It's really good. That blog can also be boosted as well if you want to boost it, but it's a case of it's extra content. You shouldn't just be looking at content on your Facebook page as being an image with text. It can be a video with text. It can be a blog with text. There's so many things you can put out there. You could even, if you were interviewed on a radio show, you could even get that radio transcript or that radio recording, put that onto your Facebook page. mix it up, make sure the content is relevant to your business, and make sure the content is constantly changing and constantly new. So you can do a video on Facebook pages. So you can create a video as a live, so you can go live. Going live on Facebook is very, very simple. You literally just need your phone in front of your face. And that way you use all the product inside your phone, microphone, camera, the lot, and you just do a live video to your page. This can be really, really good if you've got an event. You can almost tell people to come down to the event and just show them exactly what it's like. I hope you found this Facebook creation course really helpful. And if you feel that it's helped you and it's going to push you towards creating your own Facebook page, please just take a second to subscribe to my channel and give me a like. And also, if you've got any comments or questions, please pop them down below in the comments section.